Oluwadare Babarinsa, a journalist and publisher. He is the chairman and the group managing director of Gaskia Media Limited. He is a pioneering member of the team of the Newswatch with the late Delegiwa as the leader and his other colleagues who were highly distinguished journalists in the country. He then later joined others to bet the Tell magazine. They were famous, and this was an era when journalists were celebrities. Talk about tabloids in Nigeria, talk about him. And he's not just stopping there, he has so many academic materials of different forms in his name. And when you ask him, why don't you have Chief or Tumba or other initials to his name, he will tell you, I am just a journalist. Yes, he is an historian with unparalleled storytelling ability. And at 70, calling him an elder citizen is not far from the truth. Babarinsa Events and Parties is here today at the Romeo Hall Airport Hotel on this day as we are celebrating this man who has made mark for himself talking about journalism in our country, Nigeria. My name is Mohammed, and Baba is not just teaching us how to be a good journalist today, he is also teaching us how to eat now and pay later, as he is launching a brand new book of over 200 pages today. Come with us as we celebrate this reputable journalist in style.
I'm always afraid of professional LCs because it's been very well me to take care. Nevertheless, thank you very much. Chief Babarinsa said, Oluwadare is a young man. How do you consider me 70 years old a young man? By any standard, it should be in the rank of senior citizens. No longer a young man at all. However, I know it's very young and there is no deterioration in his mental capacity at all. So, I will agree with you to that extent that, well, 70, a very young at times. I want to welcome all the important individuals who are here today. Let me start with our former governor of the state, His Excellency Otumba Richard Adebayo. I want to thank you for your quick response when I contacted you about this event. In the last 3 days, I've seen Otumba on more than two or three occasions. We were together in the hotels for Babadi Banjo. We also met in Port Harcourt over the weekend for another wedding. And here it is. So you can see it's going up and down. It's a man of many parts. Thank you very much for coming. I want to also welcome our leader and father. Many people don't know that Senator Oluwadare is connected with Ekiti State. His mother is from Agbado. So it's partly Odo and partly Ekiti. Absolutely. And I want to also welcome Senator Dr. Senator Buromu, one of the top leaders of Africa. And of course, the area of Yoruba land, Are Gani Adams. Thank you for your contribution to the Yoruba culture, to foundation of Yoruba culture. I would also like to welcome my dear brother and friend, Dr. Anthony Binesir, and Chief Jola Oshukeye. Welcome, sir. Check more Oshukeye. Sorry, former managing director of Mexico. Yes, and my brother, Esonbule, former of the bank as well. Okay, Oba Oladipola Itan, I didn't know this here. Oba Oladipola Itan, you are welcome. Chief Babarinsa, you are welcome. All the members of the Group who are here, you are all welcome. and Alajobi as well. I'm sure some of you are around. Many people don't know the meaning of Ikile and Alajobi. These were groups that were formed in the days of Babarinsa to resist that regime and bring about the progress we now enjoy. They were allied with Adego, and together with Adego, we fought the military regime for that time. That Babarinsa happened to be the chairman of the Ikile group. I was a member myself, and both of us were members of Alajobi group as well. That is the most essential journalist. One of the best journalists in the world has ever produced. There is no doubt about that. If you are a journalist, know all the aspects of journalism from reporting. He was a good reporter. He was at one time in Akure, in the days of Omobolu Adachi, he covered it for Concord. He was a features writer, a reporter. Then he was the permanent staff of Newswatch. And then from there, together with some other guys, they established 10 magazines, if you remember. Before he ventured to establish his own Gaskia publishing company. So it's a constitutional journalist. And not only that, he's a storyteller. He's an historian of unparalleled proportion. He's a great historian. That will tell you what happened during the Great War. And he will write it as if he was there, part of the warriors. And I used to enjoy a lot of his interventions nowadays when people are confused about certain issues. You know, in the other of social media, people don't go deep to search, to do research, to find out the facts. We thank God for being there always with the facts. He's a great nationalist, a Democrat. I remember when we were so distributed in around 1994, 1995. We decided to do something about it. And we formed the Ikile group. Me, that I'm a bloody civilian, I was even nominated to be the person in charge of the military wing. We were peace and we were happy, and we thank God we succeeded at the end of the day. So, every person who is here today, you are here to honor a great man. Somebody that deserves our respect, an icon. Somebody that very researched, very unassuming, that he doesn't want to show himself off anywhere, but is somebody that deserves the adulation of any right-thinking person in Nigeria. He has made his contributions to the issue of the upliftment of this country. He's an historical figure, not only in his profession, but even in the politics of Nigeria. So, I want to thank all of you for coming here today to honor him. He was not interested in doing an elaborate bad thing, to know him, because he celebrates things like that. But some of us felt that, yes, there must be a time I honor him. And we think this is the time. And so, we thank all of you for coming here to honor this iconic period. Thank you very much. God bless you.
One more in speech. I'm just going to add that you are now 70. Please learn to have parties so that people like us can have food to eat. Think about the elaborate party. You deserve to be celebrated, and I'm super sure that the world is celebrating you right about now. Can we put our hands together for the once again?
When you are in a campaign like this, it's very difficult to know where to start with the protocol. But first and foremost, I must register my sincere apology. Unlike that, I'm sure that those who know me, and there are so many of my seniors in government college of Babarinsa here today, and also my juniors, they know that when you invite me to an event, or when I'm supposed to be in prayer or in class, you should expect me there 5 minutes before that time. At least 5 minutes, latest 5 minutes to that time. But the truth of the matter is that we are constantly compelled to answer so many national assignments. I had to come from Abuja this morning for a meeting. I was supposed to be with His Excellency, the former governor of Ekiti State in Bayelsa on Saturday. I couldn't make it because of so many other engagements. But this is an occasion that I would do anything to attend, because the man that we are celebrating today is not just a writer. There are many people who will celebrate 70th birthday and will not feel obliged to be there. But let me recognize the former governor of Ogun State,
Everybody, friends, family, everybody are all here gathered to celebrate an astute journalist himself, Dare Babarinsa. How best can you describe your father?
Well, okay, on a professional level, Mr. Dare Babarinsa is a renowned journalist. He is well known all over the country. He's a founding father on Tell magazine. He's currently running Gaskia Media. And on a personal level, he's, well, as you all already know, he's my father. He's kind, he's humble. As people have said today, he's an amazing person. And I would like to wish him a very happy birthday, prosperous life, and everything good coming forth for him this year and many more years.
Growing up, having a journalist as a father, how is that feeling?
Obviously, you read a lot. It's not something you'll be foreign to. And what the benefit that gives you is exposure. Even without traveling, you would have already experienced the whole world. So I think that's an advantage. It's something that everyone should experience, but can unfortunately not experience. So I would say it's a good thing to have a journalist as a father.
Okay. Do you write as well? Because that is a pen professional. Do you write too?
I write, but not professionally. I'm more into advertising. So yeah,
All right. So finally, to everybody who came out here to support your darling father, what do you have to say to them?
Well, thank you will be an understatement. You've given us your time, you've given us your attention, you've given us your resources. We want to tell you, on behalf of the entire Babarinsa family, I wanted to say thank you very much, and we hope that this will not be the last time you celebrate with us and us with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes. The children of the celebrants are not just coming here to celebrate their dad. They are also coming and they are engaging themselves in so many activities. You look so beautiful. I like your makeup. I like your dress. And today is all about your dad. What do you have to say? How fulfilled are you seeing your dad turning 70?
I'm very grateful to God. I'm happy that he has lived this long to see us grow up. And I'm very fortunate and privileged to have a father like him, honestly. Growing up with him was amazing, and he has done everything to give us the best world that he can. And honestly, we are all grateful. The four of us are grateful to him eternally. Yes.
Your dad is a pen guru. Do you write too?
Yes, I do. From time to time, I actually do. Yes, I write.
You write very well.
Of course. Lion no dey born goats.
Lion no dey born goats. Okay, so to everybody who came out here to celebrate your dad, I want you to say thank you to all of them.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We are honored. My family is honored. Thank you so much for coming out. May you all be celebrated too. God bless you. Thank you so much again.
When you first saw the book, what came to your mind? Because Dad is not just writing this book, he's also teaching us how to eat now and pay later. Because I'm taking a copy of that book and I'm taking it to every restaurant when they only write food is ready and they won't tell us how we will pay. So when you saw the book at first, what came into your mind?
I actually laughed a little because to me the title is a little funny. It seems like bad advice, but still it's something that happens, and if you know how to do it the right way, it will pay off, honestly.
So the book goes beyond the name.
Yes, you don't judge a book by its cover. It goes way beyond the title, and honestly I think everyone should read a copy of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Your name?
My name is Oluwadare. Thank you so much. Oluwadare Babarinsa. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I'm not sure that anybody here or outside this hall that is not proud and is not happy to be here we are celebrating a man of distinction. Yes, he's very, very humble. Very humble. But he's a great man by any standard, anywhere in the world. Dare, I'm proud to be called a friend. And I think you are beyond journalism. I'm sure that you are beyond journalism because you are giving to the world many, many, many things that will improve our life and that will give us direction as human beings and as a nation. I think my job is to say thank you for who you are. You know, the options that are before us as citizens of Nigeria are very many. And many times when we see those who have made a lot of money, one way or the other, we think that that is the way to go. But the truth of the matter is that those who make impact in our lives are not the people that are on television all of the time. They are not the people we talk about all of the time. They are the people who quietly affect our lives. In the world that we're in now, and most of us who are born in the 50s, those of us who entered university in the middle 70s, we feel pain now that this country is what it is today. When I tell my children that when we entered university, on a Friday, we drop our laundry bag. And when you are coming back from lectures on Monday, you will stop at the Potter's Lodge and collect soap, and collect locks, collect toilet paper, and so many things. And our food, when we entered the university in 75, 76, our breakfast was 10 kobo. I didn't say 10 naira, and I didn't say $10. I said 10 kobo. And lunch was 20 kobo, dinner was 20 kobo. And it is not unjesha. It was 3-course meal at the time. If somebody is a soothsayer or a prophet or an alpha had predicted to us that we will this day buy a bottle of Coke for 450 million naira, I'm sure we will stone that person. 450 naira. I'm sure we will stone that person. But that's the world we are in today. But the challenge that we have now is how to make those who are coming before us to toe the line of righteousness. And it's a very difficult thing. Why? Because they are contending with so many things. In our times, television starts at 4 o'clock and ends at 10 o'clock. And if a lady was going on the streets and the strap of her bra was showing underneath her dress, it was almost a mortal sin. An elderly woman will send a young girl to go and call her, take her behind a building and help her to adjust the bra to be properly hidden. And if the skirt was showing under the dress that was far below the knee, we, those of us who are rascals, we will start singing, Saturday, your love is Sunday, Saturday, your love is Sunday. And of course, our auntie will say, shut up, and bring her and adjust it for her. Today, I see young girls who are getting married in church, and all of their cleavages are open to everybody to see. No longer do we know that a few days ago, I remember that Swanson House in Government College was the first to buy a lawnmower. And I was the one in Form 4. I was in Form 4 when I was asked to go to Caesar in Dubai to go and...
We are here with another daughter of the celebrant, and your name is?
Onokpepo.
Babarinsa. Okay. Growing up with that, how was it like?
I would say when we were younger, he was very, very, fun with us sometimes. And sometimes he'll be strict. He'll force us to read and do certain things. He also made sure that we learned how to speak Yoruba. My siblings and I know how to speak Yoruba fluently. And that's something that I have grown up to really, really appreciate. My father was very, very, he stressed the importance of remaining true to your roots as a Nigerian person. We all have Yoruba name. None of us have any English name. And when I was younger, I used to wonder, why don't I have all these fancy names? But now I really appreciate it. My name is a fancy name to me. He also made sure that we all developed the habit of reading. And reading has impacted my life so much. I have learned so much. And, I'm able to navigate situations differently because I am someone who reads consistently. I'm really, really proud of my dad today. It is not easy for you to see someone that is so intellectually sound at that age, someone who keeps on continuing to develop themselves and, progress in their career. So I'm really proud of him, and I wish him a long and healthy life. I pray that he will continue to grow from strength to strength, and that his wisdom will not diminish, and that God will continue to bless him as he has taken care of all of us up until this age. I pray that God will also bless us so we can take care of him too and continue to celebrate a long, happy and rich life.
Thank you very much. Your dad is a pen guru. Do you write too?
Funny how I used to have a blog back in university, and I do copywriting from time to time. So I would say yes, that's the talent that I have, and I might write a book of my own someday.
So to everybody who came out here today to support your family, the Babarinsa family, what do you have to say to them?
Thank you very much to everybody who came out today. Today is a ṣẹ́gun adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín torí pé èní ni Tuesday, àwọn èèyàn wọn lọ síbi iṣẹ́, but ẹ wá sí party wa, ẹ ṣé gan, àti àwọn tó bá wa ràwé, ẹ ṣé gan. May God bless every single one of you in Jesus' name.
He puts in a lot of effort for us to go to school and every other thing. So he's like, always read like 3 hours a day. That's like the major thing. Because of his education, he let us know that it was a very privileged experience and that we should not forget our roots. So everything, he was okay. He's very calm. He's someone that doesn't overdo if it's not necessary. He doesn't like stressing himself. So that's just how he was. I believe him as a journalist is more of a lifestyle than a profession. So even at home, like I was saying, he's someone that's very invested in our education. Sometimes we'll be praying and he'll be telling us stories of his experience. So it's not just something that he turns off, but at the same time he still makes time for some of the experiences that we have. He's not like absent, either physically or mentally.
So your birthday wishes to your dad?
I'm wishing him a good happy birthday, and that we'll see again in like the next 10 years, the next year. As long as he's willing to do it, that the next time I want to celebrate him, he will not be in debt. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. My name is Faye.
Let me first of all start by apologizing to this August crowd. Chairman, all the eminent personalities here, the Andre, Rebecca, my greetings to everyone. My job is very difficult. Difficult in the sense that when a field marshal calls a rating, a cop or a corporal. Oh, sorry, Your Excellency, I dropped my answer. To come and assess and file a report on him is a very, very tough challenge, and that's the situation I found myself. Chief Director Babarinsa is one of my idols. In fact, I call him an assessor. He mentored me like he did many others. So for him to say, Shola, come and assess my work, I feel quite uneasy, but I have to carry my cross. I apologize for coming late. I went to the loo. I'm so sorry. The book is a 300-pager. Eat now, pay later. And I start with the experience of one of Chief Babarinsa's fans. You know, he encountered him on last Friday on WhatsApp. And after seeing the title of the book, Eat Now, Pay Later, he went into a state of flux. He became puzzled, and he asked my Oga, what is the subject matter of this book? He queried the author in the WhatsApp post. The title does not suggest, he continues, the title does not suggest anything that I can think of, especially vis-a-vis the trade I know you for. Whoever knows Chief Babarinsa will know, quite understand what this guy is talking about. Then he continued, then the author replied, it's a collection of my public essays. Chief Babarinsa answered with subdued optimism. In Nigeria, he continued, we spend our money now and in advance of future generations. We leave them to come and pay what we spend today. Now, I don't know how the conversation ended, but what struck me was that the gentleman obviously expected a title that makes connections and inferences about the content before reading the book. Well, he may be right, but there are different routes to the market and different ways to kill the snake, especially in journalism. And the author, being the master of his heart, can choose any style he loves and he likes, and it works perfectly. So, though Chief Babarinsa may not be your fast-speaking writer or journalist like John the Baptist, Chief Babarinsa that I know, a next so-called group, ex-This Watch, Gila, co-founder of Tell Magazine, now chairman of Gaskia Media Limited, speaks true to power. In his peculiar way, using powerful anecdotes, rich recall of history, and the bottomless wealth of experience that he has gathered over the decades. That, of course, not forgetting the massive network he has built across all demographics, across the length and breadth of this country, indeed across Africa. So when such a man talks, when he writes, you cannot but listen. So in each today's pay later, I see Chief Babarinsa, my boss, my ancestor in journalism, talking to Nigerians. And he chooses what he says is like a song for each season. He has a song for each season. He has a message for each season. And whichever message he chooses, he delivers in such a way that even the deaf can understand, even the blind will see the point he's making. I'm so sorry. Okay. I was saying that my boss delivers his message with such power that no matter what he's saying, and no matter how confused your state of mind might be, you must get the message. He has to solve every season. In this book, like he did in the same book, The House of Hope, published in 2003, in which he chronicled the bitter and bloody struggle for political power in Nigeria's Second Republic. And in one day, and a story, where the author reminisced on the rise of despots that dominated Africa and Nigeria, my boss, Chief Babarinsa, in this latest offering, documented important milestones of the various eras covered so poignantly that, like I said, it's there will be. In the 290 pages of It Now, Pay Later, Chief Babarinsa is a quintessential biographer in the mode of Theodore White. Uses powerful anecdotes, I've said that, rich of history, and of course, sweat of experience. In chapter 1, he started with his constituency, the video, assessing. Let me say that most of the things you are going to find in the book are papers that he has delivered, are essays that he has written, as occasions demanded over time. So, whichever one you pick to read, you must get the best. In chapter 1, titled Nigerian Media and the Democracy of the Stomach, the author recalled the glorious era of the Nigerian media when the Daily Times, the demos created by the legendary Babatunde Joseph, would deploy 3 aircraft, private jets, to cover a single story. I am not sure there is any media in Nigerian history that has attempted that. When we were in Tel would deploy, Tel attempted something close to that because God so blessed us that we had resources to fan out and do what we needed to. Tel would deploy as many as 10 reporters on a single story. You go to Calabar, I go to Gashua, you go to Benin, and so on and so forth. Just because of a single story. The passion was there, the willpower was there. And what drove us at that time was that Nigeria, if this project must survive, must not fail. So we were ready to go to an event. Today, converse is the case because we were talking of a daily time that was printing 400,000 copies per day. Today, if you add all the copies printed in Nigerian media by the Nigerian media industry, I'm not sure they cannot be up to 400,000 in a day. It's that bad. Although you cannot discount the impact of the internet and social media, where people on your phone can get news on the go. You know, there are other problems highlighted by the author in some of the, in this chapter. Of course, not just highlighting the problem. You also provide solutions. There is one of the paragraphs that actually fascinated me and intrigued me, and that's the comment about the then president.
As a bona fide Ekiti born, you are all out here to showcase that Ekiti is a place where people should visit. You are not just telling us you are from Ekiti, you are also telling us to visit Ekiti. I like this cap you are having on your head, I like your attire. You are showcasing culture, you are showcasing tradition, and you are also calling people to come and visit. Are you the commissioner for tourism in Ekiti?
I'm not the commissioner for tourism in Ekiti State.
So who are you, sir?
I am the Director General, Bureau of Tourism Development for Ekiti State. I'm the Chief Promoter of Tourism in Ekiti. I'm the Chief Tourism Officer for Ekiti. I'm an Ekiti man. I grew up in Ekiti. I hokiru in Ekiti. I school outside Ekiti.
So everything about it is Ekiti.
It's about Ekiti. You can see this one is made in Ekiti.
What is this made of, sir?
This is Acho Ofi made in Ekiti.
So what is this? What is this?
It's just part of the accessory to add more. But what I'm saying that you have to visit Ekiti. Today, an Ekiti man, Oluwadare Babarinsa, made a public presentation of his book, and I have to be there. And that's why I'm here, all the way from Ekiti. I drove all the way from Ekiti today. Ekiti roads are good. Ekiti is the only place where you can have cold and warm water flowing together. Ekiti is the only place where you can die in the cloud. Ekiti is the only place where you have a mountain, a rock that has an amphitheater that can sit 224 people. Yes, Ekiti is the only place you have a palm tree with many heads, 42 heads. So come to Ekiti, visit Ekiti.
Okay, sir. Don't let us drive out from the subject matter. Today is about Dare Babarinsa. We know he's an Ekiti man, so I want you to send your congratulatory messages.
Congratulatory messages for him to live long. He's a mentor. He's an icon. He's a leader. He's a pathfinder. He writes stories. He writes newspapers. I'm a journalist too. I'm a a lawyer. So I do much of he's one of my mentors. So it's one of my mentors, and that's why I'm here today, all the way from Ekiti, to add value, to show that I'm happy he's alive. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
Your name once again.
My name is Ambassador Wale Ojolare Esquire, Director General, Ekiti State Bureau of Tourism Development.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
I want to wish our Oga Dare Babarinsa a happy birthday. Wishing him many more years in the land of the living. We wish him many more years in good health and in abundance. The Lord will continue to keep him. He will live longer. Thank you.
Because apparently, Babarinsa wrote this chapter during the reign of President Ambassador, where President Ambassador said something like that. And the Nigerian leader itself was constituting a security issue. And what he meant was that, when you have an industry where practitioners struggle to get education for their children, to feed their family, to get themselves over their head, and so on and so forth, that there's no insecurity that can be bigger than that. And Chief Babarinsa echoed that in this chapter, when he said, we know now that the type of many of our print media cannot be said to have security as defined by President Ambassador wrote. Indeed, the collapse of many of these other newspapers was only a part of a general shrinking of space by the Nigerian print media, especially the part print. He wrote this many years ago. The situation is sadly as worsened because the few that are there are shrinking by the day. The media space is shrinking, and not something drastic needs to be done. Still talking about the media, when in President Buhari and Nigeria, but he got the credit here in that he goes to this document as one of the presidents who effectively used the power of the media to push whatever message that he wanted to push. And they also said the trend actually started with President Ambassador, who started with Baba Hussein, then the radio, and at another point, I think, then of course we have in the bad method of this day, somebody like there are other issues. I think the book and the chapters cover the whole government. Cover the whole government of most of the issues that are so pertinent. That were pertinent in time they were written, and I think more so now in today's Nigeria. We are talking about the issue of security, we are talking about the issue of governance, good policies, orderliness in society, and so on and so forth. I will not bore you by going through what I've written, because I know today is not a day of long thought. But I will end up by advising that from the little I've read, the book is well produced. But in case my organization in the print, quality is the quality of the content and even the beauty of the package that we have. In conclusion, I want to say that it is good to be in the company of good people, because the book you have in your hand is a product of my organ being the company of the right people at the right time. Or it was some of these people that inspired the writing of the book. Two things actually. The people around him who said you must write, you want to publish some of those essays, fantastic essays that you have written over the years. Then an experience that happened to him when he was invited and somewhere he took that to come and deliver a paper. He had to go through an echo route and all that. Unfortunately, that powerful paper that he went to, he took care to deliver, he could not lay his hands on it. So, as the secretary back the beacon, he now told himself that the whole Oga, I say you have done a great job. I thank you on behalf of Nigerians. God bless you. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, I want to end with the teaching that the book of reporting is in the evening. Therefore, I recommend you.
Now, we read the presentation of the book. Presentation of the book. This is my Honorable Dr. Akiyeli Odigile, SAN. Let's immediately here for the review for the book presentation. A clear line for you, please.
I consider it an outstanding honor for Chief Babarinsa to all of me to play this role, both on the occasion of the 70th birthday and the presentation of this wonderful occasion. It's also important for me because the writer once said, "He who happiness will win must share it, for happiness was born into him." I want to be 70 something, and I consider it an honor that I should do this function on behalf of somebody that is just reaching that landmark. Congratulations, sir. For your to go their lane. God will continue to use you to the glory of His name and for the benefit of society. Let me play my role by inviting attention to the issue of writing. I think it was engineer, the gentleman that spoke on behalf of that mentioned the whole idea of the place where we place writing books in our society. Somebody said that if you want the secrets to be hidden from Nigerians, just put it in a book. Because they will never read. Even if the book is given to them free. It is a tragedy that we have no regard for publication. Yes, the only place where we can find knowledge, where we can expand our horizon, where we can expand our mind, is only through reading. And like the former speaker admitted, today the situation is even more terrible because our children, our words have no regard for the printed page. The number of hours that are spent on social media, I'm not sure whether any one of them spend that amount of time reading books. For an individual to commit the whole of his life to writing is something which all of us need to reinterrogate expenditures and courage. But as a mark of commitment to the whole idea, the culture of writing, I accepted not to play this role. It is therefore my honor to please invite my dear brother and friend, chairman of the planning committee, Senator Adeyeye, join me together with His Excellency Governor Adebayo in unveiling this book. I'll be presenting the book with a sum of 10 million naira. In the hope and the expectation that it will push Gaskia publication into making sure that this publication is in the hands of university libraries, university colleges of education, where people can be made and work on it. Once again, congratulations. This is working. For the advancement of knowledge in our country and in our community, I present the book titled Babarinsa, Eat Now, Pay Later. May 2025, May 6, 2025. Please, those of us that are going to watch and support should please buy first and then read later. So that, thank you very much. Chief was okay. This goes the honor of him with us. Medium light. Thank you very much. Please come up. Thank you very much. A round of applause for him, please. Round of applause, please. Otherwise, you won't take me away. Everybody on the table. Chapa. Senator,
Everybody on the high table, please join them. Senator Ayo Anishe. Please join them.
Well, you can see from the title, Eat Now and Pay Later. It's a cautionary tale about what we have been doing in the past. That our leaders, by their activities, by their actions, by decisions they have taken, they are doing many things that future generation will need to pay for. We are enjoying, and then we are asking future generations to pay for those things. That is not the only article in that book, but it's one of the highlights of the book. Because the book is to collection of my public essays, which I believe are critical interventions in the affairs of our great country. So young people, young and old anyway, should know that we need to treat Nigeria with more compassion so that the future can be better than what we have now. First and foremost, the quality of life needs to change. The quality of people in Nigeria, that quality is not so encouraging now. And the people are the Nigerians now. The size of Nigeria cannot expand, but the people can change. For example, if you go to, if you are looking for plumbers now, it's no longer the same quality that you have 20 years ago or 30 years ago.
if you are looking for electricians. So in every aspect, we look at the policemen, we look at the judiciary, we look at the politicians. You look around, you say, this was a country that was once governed by people like Obafemi Awolowo and Nnamdi Azikiwe and others. Where are the Awolowos of today? So where are the engineers? Why are we bringing Chinese to come and construct our roads? Those are things that we should ponder about, and in some cases we should be ashamed.
Your advice to you are a journalist that have seen so many decades in this professional field.
Yes.
What is your advice for upcoming journalists to hold this profession in high esteem?
You know, every profession is dynamic. And when you look at the training of the younger generation, you know that they are also well trained. But we need to improve on the ethics. Because ultimately it is the ethics that will uphold the profession. Yes, we can be good in internet, in online publications and other things like that. But we need to improve on the ethics. I think there's a lot to be, a lot of concern about the ethics that we are upholding now in journalism.
So everybody who came out here to support you and your family today, what do you have to say to them?
Yes, it's a big surprise. Many of my friends, as I told you, our colleagues in TEL, our colleagues in Gaskia, our colleagues in other Concord, other places I have worked, then my colleagues who are involved with me in the struggle against the military, members of Idile Odua, members of Alajobi, members of Afenifere. Those are great people that I've collaborated with, and they made the celebration worthwhile. I'm so happy about it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
Babarinsa. He's somebody I have known for 20 years, and I've always appreciated of his work. I was going through my life yesterday, and I noticed that I already have a few of his books, and this of today will add to that collection of mine. I will be getting a donation, which our brother got announced. But I want to use this occasion to congratulate him, wish him a happy birthday, and I pray that you live as long as you want and may you never want as long as you live. Congratulations.
Thank you, Your Excellency. God bless you. Let me to Obama just to come and make a few remarks and present the book.
Let me start on the protocol because I don't want to waste your time. Well, I couldn't expect less with what I've been seeing since we are here. Because I always call Babarinsa Egmont. His intervention on the issue of Yoruba land always been positive all the time. I remember anytime I grant any old interview, the one would call we now have a conversation not less than 20 minutes. But what I noticed from him is that Egmont is very deep on history. We draw you back to the memory lane of what happened in social time that reflects on what was said at the right time. I'm happy that God gave you opportunity to be at 70. Most of the people that fought along with us during the time of the struggle of June 12, some of them are no more to witness what is happening now. I listened to the word of the chairman of the occasion, reflecting on what happened when they were students in the University of Lagos. The amount of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And comparing to what is happening now show that we have a long way to go to rebuild, to build our nation, to be a great nation. With the caliber of people here, I believe what we have done to Nigeria as our country, and what we have done to Yoruba nation, the Yoruba people and Nigeria is trying to pay it back to you. But I believe we can still do more. Not in terms of funding, not in terms of raising the occasion of your 70th birthday. Because I know the sacrifice you paid during the struggle of June 12 election. I know what happened when I was declared wanted, when you explained to where I am and said, why are you hiding? We have Bola Tinubu as the governor of Lagos State. Go and surrender yourself. I will lead you to police command, and I believe you will grant you bail. And I need to check the first one invested me up. Someone that was declared wanted nationwide. And you now said that to go and hand over myself to Kiro. Later, I now realized that the advice he gave to me by then was a very good advice. So I pray for him that by God's grace, and God will be 80, by God's grace will be 90, by God's grace will be 100. Let me jump to 120. After 120, let God decide to be 120. But go and talk. Every baby. Everybody, Madame Dada, Madame Akani. Àwọn ọmọ yá ká yìí lọ lápárí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́rì. Ìràwọ̀ yìí kó tọ̀ ara yóò ní bàjẹ́ o. Lágbára ọmọ àti òye lọ́wọ́ fún yín lọ́wọ́ wá fi kú. Ló I'm still the head of the council of Oluwadare, but I'm an activist, I'm not like Abiola. Let me just give a token of 500,000 for 5 minutes.
All protocols, happy birthday to our dear friend, the leader of Delay. I believe it's one day where actually put me to that around the 1999. Much prior to that, we know each other since our high school days. Even though we didn't go to the same high school, we used to taunt people from the less privileged high schools like Anastasia, which was also he came from the Babarinsa. So I used to teach them with this one. Yeah, introduced us way back since that time. And we have not let each follow the Dare who won of journalism. And everybody has laid his hands upon. You can see the result of the testimony of and the quality of people attended this occasion. I'm not going to take much of your time. Dare is a good man, a wonderful friend, a supportive friend, a person I call upon when whether you are good or you are in trouble. We've always rise up to support his friends. And so, I'm not as rich as many of the people here, but as a token of my appreciation, I will pick one book for 1 million of the world.
Is an iconic symbol. The very guru at 70, the man of honor and the man of distinction. I think I have summarized everything that has been said. I want to congratulate Babarinsa on this attainment of the age of 70. Many more years to come. The future will be brighter. You will have a glorious future. Continue as you have been going. The Lord will bless you. The Lord will keep you on the road to enjoy peace and prosperity. As you contribute something not to be announced, so that I don't want to produce what has been said. Thank you very much.
Value and glamour to the pedagogical purity of our profession. We are very proud to be God with you. And I wish you birthday, celebrating birthday and celebrating 2 items in one. I sincerely wish you happy birthday, many happy returns of today, long life and prosperity. The Lord will be with you. The Lord will keep you. The Lord will make his face shine upon you and your good family now and forevermore. I'm not a pastor, but I have so many bishops in my family, so I can't be so many from them. So congratulations. If the MC and the chairman will allow me, on a normal charismatic, as I said, you all standing. So if you can join me to give him 3 kusas. And the kusa, didn't let people know that kusa is always a locomotive kusa. And the alumni, chairman alumni, can you join me here? So we are the chairman of this occasion, and we are also Mr. Uniland. You can see the young man, Barry, a young man, 70, still pushing. Okay, the chairman and also the Abdominal President General has ordered from the control tower that they should be seated and all of us to rise to get this locomotive moving. You see, approval to because say aye. Those against any. There is out. Thank you. Please be seated. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Closer. 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 Thank you very much. He is a jolly good fellow. He is a jolly good fellow. He is a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. And so say all of you. And so say all of us. For he is a jolly good fellow. For he is a jolly good fellow. For he is a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. This is Mr. Babarinsa. Please, you shall with the compliment for every good person that always somebody. We thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. So, I thank God for every one of you and who are taking time out this afternoon. I need 2 things from you. 1, wait and have lunch with us. Wait and have lunch with us. The second part of this celebration is the birthday celebration. My wife said there is a birthday celebration. That's why there is a band there. So you have to wait for these 2 events. You have to have lunch with us and you have to have enjoy the birthday celebration with us. Ẹjẹ́ ká gba òní lọ, ọlọ́run ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ẹjẹ́ ká òjò èyí tí ẹ ti fi ní ìlú wa, ọlọ́run àwọn pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa. Gbogbo àwọn leaders wa, àkùsí many of the people who are working sick, ọba ọlọ́ẹ̀tọ́ was there, I think they said it as well, ọba ọlọ́ẹ̀tọ́ was deputy leader of Africa, a very great man. He was the leader of the AD, the House of Reps, in 1999 to 2003. So, on the left and on the right are very, very senior citizens. And because of that, because I can see very senior citizens, thinking and thinking and those Senator Lajumoke, Senator Okoromu, Professor Abilo Odogu, Professor Akakukele, those are designs for us. By the grace of God, we shall live long. All these people are living long in good health and happiness. We shall all be happy in Jesus' name. I want to thank God for sharing time for come and celebrate with me. The celebration be our portion forever in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. I have to move back again in the course of the day and so. This is not very good for the assignments. I believe so much that was spoken and said about this very great scholar, brother, and friend. The strongest pillar of his family, I will use the word grace, because it is grace that has brought us from this family. If we knew what we went through those days that we were talking about, we know that it is grace that has brought us this far. Thank you very much for being a good leader. I was vice chairman of another church, and we took us very far. So, one letter after the other, please come with me to say G, the first. Grace. I'd like to welcome also.
Shout